So, hello beautiful people, welcome to the round number 7 of my tutorial. We are doing Spring. I found some tutorial which I did few years ago. It uses in the beginning some configuration which is not used nowadays, but it also in the later sections introduces the modern way, which is not the XML configuration which you can see in here, but it takes the usage of annotations. Here we go. So Carol is probably your snuffy streams just started, I think. So let's do the typing exercise, shall we? Start the timer. Yeah, I do not want to fail, you know. 533. That's not bad. 533. Also, I don't need this because I'm not running the thingy anymore. The thingy being the Angular server. So we did this, a few seconds left, so we will do monkey type. Few seconds. Okay, cool story, bro. And we will continue in here. So we set up the property. So the bean is like we are creating an instance of the class, and this is like calling the setters, I think. Maybe. So what do we have? This has been there. We did the bean. This is what it is. This we set up an ID for it. The print application gets loaded into memory. Framework makes use of the above configuration to create all the beans defined and assigns them unique ID as defined in T tag. You can use property tag to pass the values different variables used at the time of object creation. Sure. Running the program. Okay, so we'll try to run it and see if it works or not. In the main application, I'll try to run it and see. Okay, so we have some problems. I don't know, beans XML doesn't exist. Okay. The capitalization seems to be good in here. Then, oh fuck, what did I do? And there's beans XML here too. So where do you live? In source, beans XML. Cannot open the beans, cannot. The name of the bean? Well, he cannot even open the file, right? Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Line up. File not found. Here. Yeah, so we are saying beans XML and it doesn't work. What he did have. He said like this too. Yeah, well, he said that maybe I put, okay, so source files, where's the configuration? Needs to be created under source directory as shown in the following screenshot. The fuck? We'll try this. Insert. Doesn't work. Okay. Oh, thank you for the follow, Dove. Put it in Java folder? What do you mean Java folder? It's like Java because it's really heavily on complicated configuration. Yeah, this is the old way of configuring the Spring as a sibling to your Hello World folder. We can try it, but I don't think that's... I can try it. It's basically impossible to without... Yeah. The fuck? Okay, so... Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Okay. I'm changing two things at the same time. That's not good, right? So I will try this. I will try this. I will try... I'll try this. Expect you configured and build tool from the start, set it up properly. Yeah. I usually don't use Ant, use Maven. It's kind of more used, like at least in my area. What is this? Configure application context. Create new application context. What the hell? What the fuck? What the hell? What the fuck? And I fucking delete the old project where I did solve this problem. That was not wise. That, ladies and gentlemen, was not wise. Oh fuck me, and I have it like bum 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 bum. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, mate. Damn it, mate. It's Venus. Do I have Venus? It's Venus. Main app. Venus. The fuck? Beans XML, beans XML. So what the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck? To the Java folder. Okay, cool. Factor. Doesn't work. I have no comment on that. Yeah, but I don't know how. It would be like good, but you know, like that's the thing, right? It does like something behind the scenes, you know, like class by configuration, string config location, you know, like I don't know how to tap into it. Yeah. Let's try to put it into resources and see if that works. Okay, that one works. So in resources it is. It's hello Dario, so that's cool. So I'll just put it into resources and that will be it. Maybe the older version of this, you know, of the thing I'm using, Spring, checks different folder. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. We can proceed, right? We overcome the hurdle. We did this, running the application. It says hello world. Okay, cool. Next. IOC containers. Bind them together. Okay, so everything lives in container. Configure and manage the complete lifecycle from creation to destruction. Okay. Uses DI to manage the components that make up an application. Okay. Called Spring Beans. Okay. Which we will discuss. Configuration metadata provided. The configuration represented either by XML, Java annotations, or Java code. So the XML is the most cumbersome and old. That is this one. Nowadays, you usually don't do. You don't write these files at all. Java annotations, I don't remember what it is exactly, and the Java code is like the annotation just in the like you don't have anything elsewhere. I think that's the main main difference. I think. Check out the following diagram. Okay, so the metadata is our configuration file or whatever, or the annotations and so on, and then we take the classes, the container, I compiles it together and creates the application. So Spring provides the following two distinct types of containers. Okay, so there's a Bean Factory container and application context container. Okay, so what's the difference? Simplest, more enterprise specific functionality. Textual messages from properties file and the ability to publish application events interested in blah blah blah. Okay. Are still present in Spring for the purpose of backward compatibility with large number of third-party frameworks that integrate with Spring. Okay. Application context. Oh fuck. Go back. Contains all of the functionality of this and add something, and here is like some. Okay. So have a look at the next bean definition. Yes. Code information configuration metadata which needs to for the container to know the following: how to create beans lifecycle details, bean dependencies, class name, scope, constructor arc, properties, auto wiring, initialization, destruction method. Okay. So mandatory that is the address thingy, right? It is this guy. Oh whoa. This guy over here. The name, isn't it ID? Can I have name here? I can. Why is it hello world 2? If I don't have the ID in here, and I will have a name. It says hello world, okay, and if I run it, it works. I change it from ID to name. Interesting. It still works the same. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Bean identifier, index is configured. Use the ID and or name attributes to specify. Okay. It's name or ID. Okay. Discuss later. Discuss later. Discuss later. Discuss later. Hey, Piggy. How are you today? I'm kind of stuck in a spring today. I didn't had a good run and didn't learn that much, but I'm persisting for 5.5 hours, almost 6, so hopefully. Startup, okay. Okay, first requested, no, not at a startup. Discuss later. Discuss later. Spring configuration metadata. So bean. There does have a lazy in it. Okay, so it's like the attributes of that. So ID class is always, and then we can reference a method, which will be due to destruction, initialization, all the lazy in it. What is this? Spring hello world example. Oh, we did this already. Annotation-based configuration is separate chapter. Okay, it is intentionally discussed in separate chapter as we want to grasp a few other important Spring concepts before you start programming with Spring dependency injection rate. Thank you, that's what I need. Bean. Scope. Produce new instance each time. So prototype creates multiple. If you want Spring to return in time, then singleton. Three of which only web-aware application. Okay, so singleton only one, prototype multiple. Request HTTP. Okay, session. Diff. Global session. Okay. The first two scopes and the remaining three discussed about the web aware. Okay. Singleton. Default is singleton. Okay, so if I go here and I say scope and say singleton, it will change nothing. I will run it again and I will get the same. Okay. Example. Okay, so let's do it. So this is called tutorials point, which is bull crap. This shouldn't be. Bum, bum, bum. This should run the same, and I want. Yeah. I just had a moment which in my head, which I said, "Oh well, I'm such an idiot." That was the moment, which I didn't verbalize. Yeah. So that was what was happening. I want to move this, rename the project. Hard on yourself. Maybe. So I'm not sure if I'm wrong. This will be okay. So it's called Hello Spring. So why the fuck? Okay, so this will I'll rename it to Spring. Oh, it works. Okay, so cool. Now I will create a new folder, tutorials point. There we go. Now the Hello Spring goes here. What the IntelliJ does. IntelliJ has a problem. That's okay. We can open a dev projects. Come on, open up. Study Spring. Here, tutorials point. Here we go. Control Enter this window. And here we have the thing which we created in here, and I can run it. Just run boy, run. And it works. Okay, cool. So we'll create a new project. The project will be also with a Spring initializer, just because it, you know, like generates the shit for me. So gas service, yeah, why not? Next, there will be tutorials point. Now artifact will be called Spring Bean Scopes. Spring Bean Scopes. Here we go. Java Maven, yes, of course. Next. I don't think we need anything in here, right? We will be just digging around with setting the containers and so on, yes. Okay, so we don't need here anything. And it will not be here. We will put it into Spring. There's tutorial points. Okay. Project name Spring. Yeah, and we will say Spring in scopes. Yes, create please. And open in this window. Thank you very much. Hide everything. Are you making similar project and then using the bean annotation such as the files, the other project with the XML configuration? I will in later chapter. And like 2 chapters from here, it uses. There are 3 ways. There's like. So the answer is yes. I will. And we finished the round, the 7th number. Oh, we are getting there, unbelievable.